classic dynamic duo, Adam West and Burt Ward. Tim Conway and Harvey Korman. Olympians Nadia Comaneci and Bart Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges. Penn and Miller. Tom and Dick Smothers. Mull and Willard. Matt TV's Mo Collins and Debra Wilson. And in this week's Center Square, Burt Reynolds and DeLuise. And your host, Burt.
Thank you, Jeffrey Tambor, and welcome to Hollywood Squares. It's our Dynamic Duos Week. Joining Academy Award nominee Burt Reynolds in the Center Square is the man of many hats and aprons and stuff, DeLuise. Give it up for our Center Square this week and all our Dynamic Duos. And by the way, I would be remiss, here it is Tuesday, but I would be remiss if I failed to point out our amazingly lifelike studio audience. Give yourselves a hand. Look at that. They've never clapped together as a group before. Our returning champion, day 2 for her, Alex Vargas, has $4,000 in cash. Good to see you again, Alex.
Good to see you.
And you are joined by Mr. X himself, Eric Harrow. Welcome, Eric. Good to see you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, first game's a $1,000 game. It's basic tic-tac-toe, you know how it goes. I don't know whether he's doing a superhero or he's going to knock over a 7-Eleven after we're done. But you have to decide if the answers the stars are giving are correct or just making them up. That's how you get the squares. Eric, as the challenger, you start.
Burt Reynolds and DeLuise, please.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Do you have a superhero name, Dom?
Captain Chaos.
Captain Chaos. Oh, wonderful.
This gets me out of the supermarket.
I bet it does. A source of red and white blood cells. What's the soft, fatty stuff inside your bones?
I mostly have the soft and fatty stuff outside the bones. What would you call that? I would call it marrow.
Marrow. I would call that marrow. And those two over there have none.
No marrow at all. So no fat.
It's such a... it's marrow.
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 I agree.
Marrow it is, yes. X gets the square. Alex.
Tim and Harvey, please.
All right, Tim Conway and Harvey Korman appearing on the road together and together again. A variety show October 10th through 12th at the Las Vegas Hilton.
Yeah, I think we have visitors. I think I hear voices.
Okay. In the cartoon world, Hefty Smurf was the strong one. Brainy Smurf was the smart one. Who was the one who was 542 years old?
Ooh, the one who married Anna Nicole Smith, if I'm not mistaken. Just kidding. Yeah. I think the answer to that is Grandpappy Smurf.
Wow.
I agree.
Well, I have to go to the judge for this. It's not technically, no, it's not Grandpappy. I hate to be a stickler, but it's Papa. It's Papa Smurf. So X
well, if you
gets
wanted
the square.
To split straws, okay.
All right, Eric, break for you.
Adam West and Burt Ward for the win.
The classic dynamic duo. Their CBS TV movie Back to the Batcave will be on this season. All right, you two. Why will you never, ever reach the end of the rain? Oh, you've got your cowl.
A senile moment here.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just getting ready to fight some crime. What was that again?
Well, why will you never, ever reach the end of the rainbow?
Oh, thanks a lot.
Sorry to break it to you.
No. It's because as you approach the rainbow, it's created by a reflection of light on water. And so as you get close to it, you don't see it. Only it stays away from you.
Wow.
I'll agree.
Yeah, so it moves farther away as you move closer. Yeah, that's essentially what he said. X gets the square and the win for $1,000. Our next $1,000 game has a secret square. Now, we already have a Caribbean cruise vacation in the secret square stash, and today we're adding this.
It's a Sony Mini Digital Camcorder. The ultimate digital camcorder featuring Bluetooth technology for exceptional quality audio, video, and still image performance every time. From The Good Guys, worth $2,322.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Let's show all of you at home who the secret square is. Okay. Now you know, Eric, you get to kick this one off.
Burt Reynolds and Dom DeLuise,
all right,
please.
Burt and Dom. Miss Letty and Me is Burt's movie with Mary Tyler Moore on TNT. It is World War II, and you're sent off in an airplane with Fat Man and Little Boy. What are you flying with?
Well, me, Dom DeLuise, and
Danny DeVito. I believe, I know Paul Newman made a movie about this, and I think that was the name of the atomic bombs.
I will agree.
Yes, that's the name of the atomic bombs dropped in Japan. That's right. X gets the square. We'll be right back. This secret square game continues. He's cleaned off his cowl. Next, he'll grease his bat pole. Stay tuned for that. We'll be right back.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. And your name? Your name again?
Adam West.
Adam. Was that Adam West? He looks good, don't he? Absolutely.
Welcome back. We're in the middle of a secret square game and our returning champion, Alex. It's going to be your shot in a minute, but before we get to that, I just want you to remind us all about your life and times.
Okay. I am a deposition court reporter, and in my spare time, I write personalized children's books. And I'd like to say hi to my grandma Donna in Lake Preston, South Dakota.
All right, good enough, good enough. And Mr. X, Eric Hara, tell us about yourself.
Well, I live in Walnut Creek, California. I'm a carpenter. In my spare time, I like to volunteer for Habitat for Humanity. And I'd like to say hello to my wife, who's out in the audience cheering me on.
All right, very nice. Very nice. All right, Alex, I believe it was your turn.
Martin and Fred, please.
All right, Martin, Mull, and Fred Willard. Fernwood tonight is now playing Friday and Saturday nights on TV Land's Kitchen, by the way.
Yes, it is.
All right, you two, a new coffee drink on the market is revolutionary because it can do this by itself in its own can. Do what?
Ooh. I think we're kind of on thin ice asking Fred about anything that happens in the can.
In my own defense, there was only that one incident.
I would probably guess that you could probably, it would probably brew right in the can. That
Right
sounds
in
like
the
something
can.
they would do to,
Yes.
just to put those Silex people out of business.
All right.
I agree.
Yeah, that's right. It heats up to 140 degrees when shaken. Right, circle. Gets the square. Eric.
Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges, please.
Oh, secret square, Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges from Different Strokes fame. Here's a little visual to help you out over here, Eric. Who is this man? Charles Lindbergh, Charlie Chaplin, or Charles Boyer? Who is it, guys?
Oh, me, I would say it's Charles Lindbergh.
I agree.
I disagree.
Charlie Chaplin. Charlie Chaplin. X gets the square and the secret square stash. Congratulations. All right, Alex.
Tom and Dick, please.
Tom and Dick Smothers for the block. We're at the Las Vegas Hilton, November 5th through the 24th. All right, guys, in recent reports, what popular kind of underwear is bad for your health?
What's so funny about that? I would say that underwear made with toxic material.
No, that is a stupid answer. That is really stupid. Why you just made that up just to confuse everybody? Why did you lie?
Why did I lie?
Why did you lie?
Corporate policy.
I understand that. Okay, I would say it would be tight underwear, and the tight underwear would be, I'd say thongs.
I agree.
Thongs it is. Yes, circle gets the square. Don't get your knickers in a twist. We'll be right back with more Hollywood Squares right after this.
Hollywood Squares. You know, I didn't realize that, you know, I got a broken zipper. I got a broken zipper, so I'm waiting. They're flying in a fresh pair of pants for me. I can't work without pants, you know, because the comedy is all in my pants.
We are back. All right, our second $1,000 game is underway. Our challenger, Eric, it's your turn.
Adam and Burt for the block,
All right,
please.
for the block. In 2 words, guys, what was Gandhi's motto?
Holy cow.
It's got to be world peace.
I disagree.
Passive resistance, actually. X gets the block. All right, back to you, Alex.
Tim and Harvey for the block, please.
Tim Conway and Harvey Korman. Hey, guys, what do they use for money in Puerto Rico?
Ooh, it's the same ex-Mexico. It's the pesto.
Not pesto. Pesto is a sauce you put on the pasta.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why would you lie to these people? They're trying to win prizes.
I'm sorry.
What do you think? This is some kind of a comedy show?
Not up here. Whoa, hey.
He means peso.
The peso.
I agree.
No, U.S. dollars. They're part of the United States, actually. Can't give you that one, Eric.
Tim and Harvey for the win, please.
For the win at another $1,000. Okay, guys, experts think a new drug approved by the FDA called Provigil may change society because it allows people to do this for up to 40 hours straight with no ill effects. Do what?
I hope it's drinking. I'll go for drinking.
I disagree.
No, you can stay awake for 40 hours straight. X
Without
gets the
drinking?
square. Have a win for $1,000. Our next game's a $2,000 game. Alex, you could tie it up in one game, but Eric, you get to start it.
Burt and Dom, please.
All right, dead center here. All right, guys, what notorious figure was finally gunned down at a movie theater?
That was
John.
Dillinger.
I agree.
Dillinger. Yes, that's right. X against the square. Alex.
Martin and Fred, please.
All right, Martin Mull, Fred Willard. Okay, you guys. A whale's blowhole is the equivalent of a what in humans?
Blowhole. That's that thing they're always telling you to shut, Fred.
Oh, stop.
Well, the real problem there is, of course, the whale doesn't have any hands, so he can't light a match.
You're going for the obvious. I would think.
You want to handle that blowhole, Fred?
Not particularly.
No, you handle
but
the blowhole.
I think it's the equivalent of our nose.
Yeah, I'll agree.
I agree.
Absolutely right. Yeah, Circle gets that one. Our nostrils, nose. Eric?
Gary and Todd, please.
Gary Coleman and Todd Bridges. Gary's website is ugo.com.
What do you require of us?
Yes. All right. What's more sanitary? Drying your hands with a paper towel or with a hot air dryer?
Well, see, heat kills germs, right?
That's sure does.
So I'm going to go with the heated drying.
I agree that.
All right.
I disagree.
Yeah, despite what they'll tell you, it's the paper towel is better. Air dryers collect bacteria and blow it on your hands. X gets the square there. Alex.
Tom and Dick for the block, please.
All right, Tom and Dick for the block. What character is 300 years old, has a big nose, a wild costume, and has spent most of his time smacking Judy?
Be honest this time, though. Be honest. Be truthful.
Mickey Rooney.
That's true. I would say it is Punch from Punch and Judy.
Punch.
They used to bang each other. Remember?
I agree.
Punch it is. Yes, Circle gets the block. All right, Eric. Oh! We are out of time. Alex, you got 2 circles up there. That's $1,000 for today, plus what you won yesterday. You leave us with $5,000. Been a pleasure. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Eric, you got a couple of X's. You got 3,000. You got the secret square. You're our new champion. Congratulations. All right. Now, when we come back, you ready to play a bonus round?
You bet I am.
All right, for a brand new car. We'll see how Eric does right after this. Stick around. Bonus round time. Eric, you got $3,000 already. Now take a look at those 9 keys over there. One of them will start what, Jeffrey Tambor?
It's the new Mini Cooper from BMW. Incorporating classic styling with modern engineering, worth $20,720.
All righty. Hello. All right, now up to now, Eric, we found out a bit about what the stars know. Here's where we find out how much you know about the stars.
Okay.
Wonderful. You'll pick a square. I'll read a statement about the star. If you agree or disagree correctly, you've won the square. At the end of 30 seconds, for every square you've won, we take away a bad key. More squares you win, obviously, the better chance you have of starting the car. Now, it's Dynamic Duos Week, so the question can be about one of the stars in the square or both. In the interest of time, when you pick a square, just give me the first names of the stars, all right? Let's put 30 seconds on the clock. Clock starts ticking when you pick your first star. Good luck.
Martin and Fred.
Fred Willard played Howard Cosell in a TV movie.
I agree.
Correct. Next.
Tom and Dick.
Dick Smothers directed an episode of Murphy Brown.
I disagree.
Correct. Next.
Adam and Burt.
Adam West is the author of 3 cookbooks.
I agree. Nadia and Bart.
Incorrect. Next.
Nadia and Bart.
Bart Connor starred in a movie as a BMX bike racer.
I agree.
Correct. Next.
Burt and Dom.
Dom DeLuise has performed in operas at the Met.
I agree.
Correct. Next.
Mo and Debra.
Debra Wilson guest starred on Deep Space Nine.
I disagree.
Incorrect. Next.
Penn and Teller.
Penn played. All right, we're out of time. Let's go count some keys down here, Eric. You did pretty well. You did pretty well in 30 seconds. All right, look at that. All right. So you're tied with our top scorer for this bonus round so far. You got 4 right, so we take away 4 bad keys. All right, so you got 5 here. One of them will start this car. Good luck.
I'm going to go for this one.
All right, good luck, Eric.
Good luck, Marcy.
Give it a go.
Oh, no.
All right. Hey, well, you know what? Maybe tomorrow. Come on out here. All right. If you make it here tomorrow, you'll start with 8 keys. Okay. Let's see which key would have started it. All right, right there. Right there. By the way, do you agree with me? Stare at the audience for a second. If Steve Martin and Dennis Quaid had a kid, right? Don't you think? You got 4 squares up there. Adds $2,000 to your total. Today, you've got $12,858 because you won the secret square as well. We'll be back tomorrow on behalf of all of our fine stars, Burt and Dom and the rest. I'm Tom Bergeron. Hope you'll join us tomorrow on Hollywood Squares. Bye-bye.
This is Jeffrey Tambor, the voice of Hollywood Square, saying so long. Promotional consideration furnished by the following.
My little boy. I like you. Yeah, I'm ready to believe. Oh, yeah.
So many great things. Well, I'll take it. I've had that idea for years.
Wait a minute, I'll run with it.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
See ya.
All done.
Well, good night, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Brett and I will be here all week.